Hey, how are you doing today? Denise Wellick Peterson here. We are on day 4 of supplement week, and boy, that is distracting. I'll have to talk over here. We're on day 4 of supplement week, where today we're talking about protein powders. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I did a lot of talking about protein, so let's start there. Actually, let's start with, I'm not a doctor and I don't play with it on the internet, so do your own research, but here's some great places to start. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop it in the comments. I will get back to it at a later time. So, why do you want protein? What does it do for the body? It increases your energy. It helps decrease brain fog. It helps you build muscle. More muscle helps you burn more calories. That revs up your metabolism. That helps your energy soar, and it helps your brain concentrate. So, why do a protein powder? Why not just get all your protein from food? You can totally get all your protein from food, right? There's protein in vegetables, there's protein in meat, there's protein in different carbs, right? You can get all your protein from food if you need it. And sometimes when people are starting from a place where they're not getting enough protein in the day, they don't realize how much chewing it takes. They don't realize that they have to take a few minutes to eat. They maybe are on the run. Maybe they're traveling. Maybe there's 100 reasons why you might need a protein powder. So first of all, women of menopause type age, perimenopause, so 40s, 50s, you need at least 100 grams of protein every single day. And if you are postmenopausal, you need 125 or more, okay? Per pound, postmenopausal women require the most protein per pound, right? Even more than 17-year-old boys. So 125 grams is kind of minimum. So start shooting for that number. See how it makes you feel. So for me, I get up very early in the morning and I don't like to eat a lot in the morning. So I'll have a protein shake in the morning. It's about 130 calories and it's about 25 to 30 grams of protein, depending on how big a scoop I scoop, right? I have my regular meat for lunch. I have regular meat for supper, but sometimes I've worked extra special hard. I've taken a longer walk. I've lifted heavier that day. And at bedtime, I'm kind of hungry, but I don't really want to have a bowl of ice cream. Or I really do want a bowl of ice cream, but I don't want to go crazy. So I'll have another protein shake to just kind of abate the hunger, help the muscle grow while I sleep, and not gain weight around the middle, right? So there's one person's reason for having protein powder. When I travel, I like to take a packet of protein powder so that if I'm caught in an airport that doesn't have some food that really excites me, I've got some protein powder with me and I won't be caught at Cinnabon or Starbucks or whatever, right? Another person might have a really heavy workout planned and for recovery want to take in some protein right after their workouts. So protein shakes, like right after you lift really heavy, your body is most able to absorb, take in, and utilize the most protein as it can any other time. So some people will use a protein shake right after a particularly heavy workout. For some people, it's like when they commute. Some people have a long commute. So maybe some protein powder before they leave work or for the ride home helps them so that they can settle down and take the time to make a decent supper instead of stopping at the local fast food joint, right? So there's lots of reasons to use a protein powder, but you certainly do not need to take in protein powders, but I would highly, highly recommend that you're getting that 100 to 125 grams of protein per day. Couple of things as you are deciding on a protein powder. Read the ingredient list, not just how many grams of sugar, how many grams of protein, but read the ingredient list that says whey protein, pea protein, this flavor, that flavor, sucralose, sugar, organic cane juice, right? So first and foremost, you want to make sure that there's more protein in it than carbs. You want to make sure your protein is one of the first ingredients, if not the first couple ingredients. You want to make sure that sugar in any of its shapes, forms, or additives is not in the first 6 ingredients. In fact, you don't really want a whole lot of added sugar in your protein powders, right? So sugar's just going to have kind of a crash and burn effect in there. You don't need sugar in your protein powders. Anything that says organic cane juice, and I always point this out because I used to think, like way back before I was a trainer, I'm like, well, it's organic, and so I'm sure it's fine. No, it still acts in your body as sugar. Same with honey, same with syrup, right? So we don't want sugar in our protein powders. Most people do really well on whey protein. Some people can't do any forms of dairy, so whey protein is not the way to go. So maybe you want to do a pea protein. Some people are really turned off by the color of that. I know my pea protein comes out green. Whatever, doesn't faze me. Other people, that is a real big turnoff. Soy protein I'd be real careful of, especially as a menopausal hormonal kind of person, because soy is not the same here in the US as it is in other countries. Okay? It is the most genetically modified food in this country. So I need you to be really careful of that. See how it affects you. But this is true of any protein. A few years back, I was trying a new vegan protein and seemed to be doing fine, was enjoying it, was okay. And suddenly I was like super sick one morning and I was like, what is going on? It passed, didn't think anything of it. Next morning had the shake again, super sick an hour later. So pay attention. Things build up in your system. Maybe you'll have an immediate reaction to it, but maybe it takes 2, 3, 4 days to build up in your system, and all of a sudden you are breaking out. You have diarrhea. You're throwing up. You're clearing your throat. These are all signs that something you're taking in is not good for you. So if you add in a protein powder and suddenly start getting sick, that's a sign maybe it's not your style, right? But try another protein. That doesn't mean that all protein powders are bad for you. It means that maybe you've got a particular kind of protein that does not absorb well in your system. If you have any other questions, be sure you drop them in the comments. I'll come back around and answer them later. Have you gotten the free cheat sheet? It's in the bio. It's 100% free. It gives you some of the most common helpful supplements you can use in perimenopause and menopause. And are you signed up for my email list? Once a week, I send out an email. It's got a recipe for some great supper kind of food. It's got a workout in it. And most importantly, it talks a little bit more about the different hormones that we have in our body and how our hormonal cycle works. If you're not sure, shoot me a DM with your email address and I'll get you on the list. Have a most fantastic afternoon.